everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV, coming to you live on Sunday afternoon. Today we are of course looking at this Lego Ideas Home Alone set. So we've got 3,955 bricks to put together. Of course probably won't be doing that all today, so we'll be doing our first part today and seeing how far we get. We'll do another stream next week, maybe on Sunday, it may not be because it's my birthday next weekend, so it depends if I have a chance to do a live stream. So just keep an eye on the second part that's currently posted, as it may not be next Sunday, it may be during the week following next Sunday, so keep an eye out for that and I'll update the date soon. So we're going to crack this box open. It's all sealed. It arrived last week, so it took a few days to be shipped from lego.com. You can see it's a large box, but just about fit inside the camera. If I rotate it around for you quickly, you can see kind of the end product here if you haven't seen the back of the box before. So the house will open up as you can see here, and we'll see all the individual rooms and different tricks that Kevin McCallister put in place to catch the wet bandits. So we'll go through building all this from scratch. So as usual, I'll crack open the box, put as many bags as I can out to sort it by the number of bags ready for us to build. So let me just do that to start with. So I'll just put the box on the floor, crack the seal open. Morning Brandon, welcome from Canada. Right, see what we've got inside the box. Oh, I might need that again actually. I get the feeling that there's an opportunity to do to build this through Christmas, almost like an advent calendar. So I'm not sure if there's 24 sets of bags or 24 bags in total for the build, but I did hear at work that I think you're supposed to be able to build it as an advent calendar, so you could do a bag a day leading up to Christmas, which I thought was a nice touch. It's bag 24. I like to do this at the start so that I can put it in order in the box as we go through the build. And I do this even if I'm not streaming the build, so that I've got things in the right place. Bag 17, 21, another 24. So it does look like there's 24 bags in the set. So you could build a set a day in December, leading you nicely up to Christmas Eve. I see there's a white box inside this box, of course, because it's a large set. So just slide this box out. Ugh. Try not to dent it, although I probably just have. There is also on the inside of the box, I don't know if you can see it, but there is an airplane ticket printed on the flap of the box as well, of course. And then we'll open this box. The way I usually build it is I put all these bags back into the main box, and then I use this box here to capture all of the empty bags as I go through, so I'm not creating too much rubbish. It says, as he puts a blade near his face. So these are the earlier bags, I think. So let me just put these bags into this box. So it's 24 bags. $21. 19, 18, 16, 15, 10, 3, 7, 8, 9. Should start seeing more paper bags coming out soon instead of these plastic bags. Starting to increase the number of sets now that we put the paper bags in. 5. There we go, 11. So that's all of the bags out, and then of course there's the instruction manual. So you can see there's some stickers in there as well. So we'll have a closer look at that in a second. Let me just put all of these into the box. So 14. 13. 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, and then we'll leave 2 and 1 out. So let me just flip over then to the build mode, and we'll take a closer look at the manual. So here's the manual. You can see all the sticker sheets. There's 2 sticker sheets in here, and it looks like there's 32 stickers inside. Just open this up. Again, we're phasing the plastic out on the instruction manuals. I got it in the Ghostbuster Ecto 1 where you get a cardboard envelope with the instructions in, so we'll probably start seeing that coming out soon as well. So here's the stickers then. You can see we've got the plumber's van, which the wet bandits use. We've got pizza boxes, various other stickers of pictures and things that are going to be decorating the house, I think, on the fridge. So I'll just stick them to the side. And that plastic for the cover. So you can see outside here on the instruction manual, we've copied the actual plan that he drew up in terms of all the booby traps from the film in crayon. Then as you open up, you can see some of the details of the actual finished house itself. Some of the details here that you'll see as we go through the build. Some more details here of particular scenes that they've recreated in the set as we go through. We've got the designer, because of course this was a Lego Ideas set that was submitted by Alex here, and he's from Ukraine, and so it's actually got approved by the Lego designers through the process. So this is his set, and you can see the initial models that he created here in order to get to our final stage. And then you can actually see the designers from Lego who actually ended up turning his design into the real thing. So there's Antica was one of the designers, Enrique and Christian, who did the graphics. We've got 2 model designers and the graphics. Of course, always talk about the brick separator and what we can use it for, but here's our kind of journey. You can see how the build's going to break down. So the first 2 bags, we'll be doing the wet bandits and their van. So that's to kick us off. And then bags 3 through till 10, we'll be doing the bottom level of the McCallister's house. Bags 11 to 16 will be the second floor. Then bags 17 to 20 will be the roof. Then we've got this side place here, which is bag 21 to 23, where we've got the neighbour from next door who was with his shovel. And then bag 24 will actually get the tree house that he ends up running off to. So let's crack off our journey and start building the plumber. Building the plumber's van. It's Harry and Marv, isn't it? I think it's the 2 burglars. So we've got their minifigures in this as well. So first up then, we'll build the minifigures. We've got Christmas tunes today on the stream, seeing as I know it's a bit early for Christmas, but seeing as this is a Christmas film, seemed quite appropriate to put some Christmas tunes on the stream. So we've got Marv, is it? I think was the one that got the eye in his face. And so he's got a brown torso printed on the front, printed on the back. He's got his face. He's got two faces. So the face on the back is actually where he got the iron smacked in his face in the actual film that fell down through the laundry chute. And then he's got some nice brown hair going on top here. So I'll put him with his normal face on to start with. So that's kind of the first one. And of course he's got a crowbar in his hand. I think they were going to be called the Crowbar Bandits or something at one point. They used to hit their crowbars together, didn't they, in the film? So there's the first minifigure. Next up, I think needs some legs. So he's more of a sort of grey look this time. We've got slightly shorter legs, but he's slightly shorter than the other one. But actually got a smiley face on with a sort of printed gold tooth, of course, because that's what he had in the film. And you got the option to either stick his sort of small hat on, which he used to do the bank job, or they do include actually the police hat as well. So I remember in the film he actually went in to do a stakeout of the house when they were all getting ready on Christmas. When they were packing and having pizzas, he checked the joint out with a police hat. So it's nice they've included the police hat in with that one. So that's the second minifigure there. Now we get to build the truck that they use to look at the joints and steal stuff from them. So we start with this 2x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 plates. 1x6 at the front. 2x2. They use red and green, so it's got some Christmassy colours, even though you probably won't see these hidden away. We've got a 1x6 at the back, so this is the base of the van that they're in. Then we've got some of these classic wheel pieces, which go in the middle, I think. It's hard to say from these instructions, I think it'd go about there. Then we put another plate, same length, 2x14 on top, just to secure it all in. And we've got a 2x6 plate, 1x2 in tan, just going behind that. Put a few more plates on here. 2x4 in blue, 2x3 in tan. So we've kind of built the frame up like this. Then we've got these inverted slope pieces here, going on like that. And a few more of those as well, this blue colour, just to form the wheel arches. Of where the wheels are going to go. We've got this sort of shape forming now on either side, and then we actually put the brick wheel arches in this time. Put these in dark bluish grey. And another one there. Starting to take shape, don't take too long. And then we put another 4 of these inverted pieces in each corner to finish off sort of wheel arch space. We've got all this now going all the way around. Then we need a 1x6 just to go across the back here on both sides. So the back of the van I think is going to be this end. Then we have a sort of window frame with one of these door pieces which are like the grille goes in side this side, I think. So this is going to be the back door, be like a roll up lorry door in a normal position that goes in the back. So this is the rear of the truck. Snaps into place. Then we need a 4x6 plate just to cover up all this indentation here in the back. It's all at the same level now. And then a couple of 1x1s just to continue the side walls off. Then we've got 2x4 in tan, 1x2 either side to continue the wall along the side of the car or the van. Then we need 2 blue panel pieces. So these kind of pieces here, one on this side, one on the other side, so we get near the front now, so where the doors will be. One there. And then in this middle bit here we're going to put 4 jumper plates. 4, like that. I don't know if that's where the seat's going to be, where you can put the minifigures in maybe, we'll find out. Looks like it might be actually. So then we get a 1x2 on that side, and then on the driver's side we've got a steering wheel next to that, and then we have a crate here which just sticks in the back, so the water bandits can put their ill-gotten gains into the crate in the back. Then in the front we put a 1x4 in black just across sort of the dashboard space, and a couple of 1x2s then just continuing around to the front side of the van like this. Then right in the front we've got a 1x4 in red with studs on the side. This is where sort of the headlights and stuff is going to go. We'll just finish off the 1x1 in each corner. Then on top of this dashboard space we have a double cheese wedge in black, looking like that. I'll just put that down a second and get one of these plate pieces here. Got a 2x4 plate on there, and underneath that got a 1x4 tan plate. So we've got something like this. This is going to be the front of the truck by the look of it. And so we have some grey coloured grille pieces, one in the middle there, 2 underneath like this, and then 2 clear 1x1 plates for the headlights. Then down this side piece we have some transparent orange cheese wedges like the indicators. Warm in the front like that. Then we have dark bluish grey curved pieces, just going like that on the ends. And in the middle bit there we need to get a 1x2 plate tan, the bumper area there. Then we put 1x2 in white here for the license plate, and either side of that we just put a 1x1 tile dark bluish grey to continue the bumper effect off. Then we do need to stick the license plate sticker on here at this point, so this is sticker number 3, so it says AEK37 on it here. So let's see if I can sort of straightish. So put that on the front there. Put back in our model, and then we connect that to these red studs on there. So there's the front of the truck added now. And in the back we're going to put some loot into the into this crate. So they've got some gold taps, which you might have seen in a couple of other sets, and there is a gold trophy piece that we can stick in there as well. So they've got some swag in the back there, and then either side of this door at the back we're just going to put 3 1x1s on top of each other to create a sort of column either side of the door. One goes on this side, one on the other side. I didn't find 31 by... Thanks Siri, always talks to me in the streams. So now we've just filled that back area out, other side there. Then inside the van we get one of these panel pieces in black. Just stick that over the tan piece, and we've got this curved piece as well, sort of the back of the seats for the bandits sitting in the back. So now we've got this kind of effect going on. And then what we need is we'll get these 4 panel pieces here, and this is where we're going to stick the stickers on for the side of the truck, which is going to say OK plumbing and heating. So need to try to line these up properly. So we've got the stickers spread over 2 panels here. So there's one. And there's 2. So they'll stick on the side of the van like that. Let's bring the van back in. On that side, that one in that one, so there you go, you can see, not that too bad, not bad, quite happy with that sticker placement on that side anyway. And then of course we need to do the same now on the other side, so that's one. And there's 2, so we'll just bring that back in here, and of course it goes this way round. So there we go, so there's the stickers on that side now, and on that side, so it's looking pretty good, happy with that. This will be such a great set to build on Christmas Day, just even put the film on while you're building it, but I couldn't wait till Christmas to build it. So then we're going to build this front piece here, so we put 1x1, 1x4 just in front of the steering wheel, and another 1x1 on the other side. Build this front section up here. Then we get a 2x2, 1x3, another 1x3. We'll make this T shape here, and then we add another set of 2x2s underneath. Then on top we're just going to put 3 of these sloped pieces like this. It's going to sort of form the bonnet in the front here. So bringing that back in, we'll just position that on the bonnet area there. So you've got this nice small sort of square bonnet going in front above the lights. Then moving back to the driver's area, we put these 1x1s with studs on the side in either side. We need the rear wing mirrors, and to do that we've used these sort of little grey gun pieces here, so we just stick those in to those side holes. Either side like this now, so we've got those stuck either side, and then we get our glass windshield, stick that on like that. So we've got this kind of look here. Then we've got to cover the top bit up with some tiles. So in the front here with the windscreen, we just put a 1x6 dark bluish grey across there. Same again across this area here with the black panel. Then in the back we've got 2 corner tiles going across. and a 1x2 tile, 1x1 here at the front, just to cover those studs up. And then we've got 1x4 modified with a stud either end, so if you've built modulars before, this would be where you normally connect the different levels together. So I'm guessing the roof is going to be stuck on and be able to be taken off easily to get access. So we end up with something on top that looks like that. So then we need to do the rear bits. We haven't got any bumper on the back here, so we're going to need to do this with another sticker. So we get a 1x6, another 1x2 white, which is where the sticker's going to go for license plate, and then we just stick 2 transparent orange tiles on and 2 red ones either side for the lights. So it looks like that. And then we need the sticker AEK37. Just put that on the back like that. Bring this back in, stick it to these 2 studs. There we go, we've got the rear bumper on there. Next we do the roof. So we've got this 6x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 6x10 plate, and then either end we're just going to put 3 rows of these curved pieces which we used earlier. 3 at the front, 3 at the back. One by 6 tile then, and then a 1x2. To go around the edge, and then we take a cylinder piece here and we put 2 Technic pins on either end, stick another cylinder piece, so we've got 2 stuck together, and we stick them into this eyelet here, and we stick that in like so. So we've got this effect here. And we do the same again. 2 cylinder with 2 Technic pins, stick another Technic cylinder on either end, add another Technic pin, so this is 3 long instead of 2 long like the other one. Stick that into another eyelet piece, and we stick that on the other side. So we've got something like this, and then we need 1x1s with clips on, dark bluish grey, stuck on the roof like this. It'll look like a roof rack. Then we've got these 6 length rods in black that just go either side, like that. And then that's the roof, so we can stick this on. It goes this way round. There's the van with the roof on, detail on the roof, and of course all that's left is now to put some wheels on. So we've got 4 tyres and wheels to stick on. 2, 3, and where's the one? Where's the other one gone? Beneath the instruction manual. Goes on there. And just before we go any further, what I did forget was on the wing mirrors here, another set of these 1x1 clips just go either side just to give us the actual mirrors themselves, which I missed earlier. And then we just stick these wheels on. So there's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there's our truck. So that moves along, and you can get it, open up the back to put all the swag in, and if we want to, which we will do, we'll open up this, and then in here we'll just stick the water bandits in the driving seat. Seems to be easier said than done. stick them next to each other. Might need to do is, they may need to lose their crowbars when they're inside here, but let's have a go. So there we go. So they're inside their van now, ready to go and stake out their next victims. And that's the van. So let's just move that over to the side. Stick some of the spare parts we've got left here into a bag, and then we'll open up bag 2. So as you can possibly see, bag 2 is going to give us the base for the whole house. I think it's the whole house. The house is raised up, so there's a notion of a basement underneath with the front area as well. So this is going to be really much concentrated on this bottom area here in the next 2 bags. So crack this bag open. Full of parts trying to get away. No, Brad, and I haven't submitted any ideas to Lego Ideas website. We've got a few mocks around, but I've not submitted an idea yet to Lego Ideas, and I don't think I can. You can't submit an idea if you work there, I don't think, so I wouldn't be allowed. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so 2 by 12 to start us off in white. There's lots of white in this set, obviously for the snow. Then we put a 2 by 6 black brick across here. Start forming this area here as well. So we end up with this sort of F shape. And we need a longer piece. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 2 by 16 white piece to extend the F. And we'll just continue this sort of pattern down like this. Give us a solid base. Then the shorter 2 by going on at the end. And then we have 2 by 6. But instead of a 2 by 6 going in again, we put a 2 by 4 in. And then a 2 by 6. So this is our kind of base looking area. Then off the end of this we just extend it with the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So each of these then has some plates coming off. Do this all the way across. Cool. Try not to break other areas that you just made off. Easier said than done. This is kind of our frame there. Try to make sure you can see it as much as you can. So yeah, this is what we've ended up with. Now we need a 1, 2 by 3 in black, which just goes on the end, this end. Like that, and then we've got 4 of the same shape brick, sorry, but in the tan colour, the middle of the house, I guess. 4, and we just leave the last one empty. Then we need a 1 by 4 in red just to go on top this end, and then we need 4 2 by 4s in red. Just to go across here. 3 and 4, and that's that that's the sort of frame bit done here. And then we're going to build a bit of a contraption, which is probably some sort of mechanism to do something later on in the house. We start with this blue plate and just stick 2x2s in orange either ends. So we end up with something like that. Then we've got a yellow grill piece that goes on either end. And then to these sort of aqua colour Technic bricks with the holes going through. Then we top these bricks with one of these 2x2 orange plates, and then we get one of these pieces here, which I've seen before, I think a few other sets, and goes in the middle. Next up we need a fairly long 8-length pin piece and one of our usual tan coloured cogs, and we just need to thread the pin through this black piece in the middle, and then in this end will be the cog, and we need to push that all the way through. It's easier said than done. That's it, so we just push that pin all the way through so we get this bit sticking out this end, and then onto that we just stick one of these Technic connector pieces. So we've got something here we can turn, and you can see hopefully you can see that the cog inside will move, so it's going to do something later on, I'm sure. Then we need to put something else in here, so we get a 2x4 with the Technic holes sort of drilled into it, and then we get a 6th length black rod piece, and another one of these tan cogs. Put that part way in there through the middle hole on this plate. So we've got something like this, and then that sticks into this black piece we just stuck. So now what happens is when you turn this white Technic connector, this actual whole rod here is turning as well, because we've got the two cogs connected underneath there. So then coming up through here we stick one of these tiles on with a hole in the middle, round ones into the middle there, and we've got a 2x2 blue plate which goes onto this other side over there, which we've not touched for a while. If we bring our base sort of frame in, this is going to go into this area here, so second from last, so we'll be able to rotate. I'm guessing, my guess would be this is probably going to be the Christmas tree with the train running around it. That was in the thing. Maybe those people when they were dancing, but we'll see when we get closer to it. Next up then we need to build a couple of other pieces that go across here, just to allow us to have this this mechanism is actually not going to stay here, it's going to continue through with rods and stick out the side of the house. So we need to put a couple of other things to keep the rods in position. So I'll just take this out of the scene for a second, and we'll start with two 2x2 black plates to stick them together. Then we've got a black Technic 1x2 with a hole in it on one side, and then we use one of these aqua coloured ones on the other side. And just to make sure it's secure, we'll put another 2x2 plate on top. So we've got something that looks a bit like that. Put that to the side a second, stick a 2x2 blue with a 2x2 orange plate together. This time we've got two of these aqua coloured pieces. Top it again with another orange plate. So we've got something looking like this. Bring back our base for framing again. And this orange one with the aqua pieces, the hole going left to right, goes into this first frame area, and this piece here with the black on the outside goes on to our last area. So you can see we're probably going to have some rods running through across here between these. Then on here we're going to stick a 2x2 plate in blue there, and then after it put a 1x2 in red. Then after this one we've got a 1x2 in black. Then across all of these other areas here we put another 1x2 in red, except for the last sections. We'll leave that empty, so we put a 1x2 red across there. Then we need 1 2x6 in black, and we'll need 6 2x4s in black. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 2x4, one goes on there, goes on there, one goes there, 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 and one, the 2x4 goes there, and then the 2x6 goes there as well. So now we've done that, we need to complete the frame. So all those plates we stuck on this side, we're going to do across here as well. So we've got one massive one, and then we've got 2 shorter ones. So the 2 shorter ones go either end, so into there, and into here, into here, and then in the middle we'll stick the longer one like that. So we've got a complete frame almost now. And then we need to fill in all these front areas here. So we need a 1x4 in red, goes in this first gap. 2x6 black brick goes on there. 1x6 in red then next. 2x6 again, just to connect the pieces together. Then we have a 2x4 there, and then a 1x2 in red just on the indent there. So we've got a couple of indents. And that's kind of the frame there. Then we take one of these, well, we take 2 of these Azure Technic bricks with the holes in, and we stick a Technic pin in each one to start with. And one goes in this end, and the other goes in the other end. Next to this one we've got a gap, so we put a 1x2 black piece in as well.
I didn't catch that.
Then we've got 1x2 red in the middle here, and then we've got 4 Technic brick with 3 holes in, and a Technic pin goes into the middle hole, and that goes into the middle. So you can see this is how the frame's coming along here for the base of the house. So it's a reasonable size at the moment. I'm sure it'll get slightly bigger as we add some snow detail on the outside. Then we need to continue that rod that I mentioned, so we stick one of these 11 length rod pieces through that hole that we made and connect it to this connector, and then on the end of it we'll stick another connector piece on the end. So we're starting to extend this rod area now. Then we need one of these pieces again and another cog, and we just stick the cog into this area that we did on the other one, and stick this in here tight. So we've got another cog coming through here, no rod going through it yet. Then we get another 11 length rod, and we'll stick it through the holes that we've got on this end, all the way through the cog and into this connector on the other end, like so. And then just on the end that's sticking out here, this grey thing, we just put another connector piece. So if we rotate that now, you hope, well, maybe you can see that this actually, whole thing rotates, even this cog here, all the way through to this side. But of course we've got to do the same as we did on this one. There's something's got to stick out of this side. So we get another 2x4 with the holes in it. This time we get a 4 length red rod, so slightly shorter than last time. Stick another cog onto that, through the middle hole on this plate, and then just connect that on top like that. So you can see, hopefully you can see, if we turn this we get the red one moving and the black one moving other side. There's still some more things to do here, right? So first up we need a black Technic brick with the cross in the middle, and we have a 3 length cross pin that goes through that all the way. And behind that we're going to stick a 1x2 sort of aqua piece, and in fact I'll just put that to the side a second because we need to do a bit more. Where is it? We get another one of these, do the same thing again, push this pin all the way through. This time we put a black 1x2 with the hole through it, and that actually sits on the end of our frame over here. Then we've got a 1x2, just a plain black brick goes on there. Then I think a 1x8 brick, black ones goes across here, and then we put this aqua sort of black pin piece sticking out like that. So building up this back section here, so you can see we've got some pins sticking out there. Then we take a longer, was it 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, a 1x12 black piece that goes onto here. At the end here we put a 1x1 in yellow. Then over this side, to continue this back bit, we put a 1x2 brick. And we've got another long black brick and another one just to go across the back here. And we have a 1x8 just to connect in there. And that's it. So we're starting to build this back section up here in the black bricks. Going all the way around. Then we need another, like we did on this one here, we put one of these round tiles on just to secure it, so we've got to do that. One of those goes on there. We have got two, where we've got this yellow brick here, we put two 2x2s on top of each other, and on top of that we put a 2x2 plate in orange, and coming off that we get a 1x6 in red. Just to fill in this gap, there is a slight overlap here between the 2x2s. Then we've got a 2x3 brick which just comes onto the front here just to level this side up. And a 2x2 in red which just comes next to this piece here. 1x2 red. 1x4 in grey brick. And that's on that, I think, for that one. We need one of these long pieces, one of these tan pieces, corner brick, 2 yellow bricks, 2 white 1x3 tiles, 2 1x1 plates, 2 1x6 tiles, and I think a 1x2 yellow grill. So we're going to start building out some of this front area here. So we put a 1x1 plate into this end here. That's followed by a 1x6 tile, corner brick, grill piece, 1x3 in whites, 1x1 in yellow. Now long black brick goes across there. Another 1x1 yellow, 1x3 whites, 2x3 tan brick, 1x6 tile, and then a 1x1 plate goes right across that side like that. Building up again the front, so another long brick, 2 1x6 and 2 1x1 plates. And we're going to line this long brick up with this other long brick in the middle. Either side we then have the 1x6 tile, and then we've got 1x1 plate after each of those. So our front area is kind of building up nicely. We've got 5 of these long black bricks, yellow corner brick and 2 1x2 bricks. and this time we're building up the side again. So one of the long bricks there, corner brick just there, 1x2, long brick, another long brick, and another long brick, another long brick, and then a 1x2 on the end. So we've added a whole extra layer of bricks going around the back here. Then we've got 6 of these 2x8 bricks, 6 and 1 2x6 in grey. I'm going to run these across here to build a bit of a core area up, I think. So that's where the grey brick goes. Run these blue bricks right across this middle piece here. And we have another one on this side, another one on this side. Probably just to secure this kind of mechanism here so it doesn't ping off in any way. So secure the floor, which will go on top, I imagine. Then probably the last pieces for this. So we need 2 2x4s, 2 2x3s, a 1x4, a long piece, an inverted piece, and a 1x1. Don't need a 1x1 plate, that's a spare. And then we put this long brick across here, 1x1 just in front, with an inverted piece just in the front there, 2x4, in the middle here the 2x3s, another 2x4, and then our 1x4 brick goes on there. And here we go. So if we spin this round, probably can't see it so much, but those rods are turning now quite nicely, and we've started to build up the base of the house. Came out like that, and that's the end of bag 2. So bag 3, so you can see, we're going to start adding the floor and the front area here of the steps going up into the house. So let's open bag 3 up. So first up, we're going to build some windows that are going to be for the basement windows. So they're going to be positioned sideways. So we start with a 1x2 black piece. I'll just put the frame out of the way a second. So we've got a 1x2 plate, and we'll just stick one of these blue windows on there, and then another one on top of that. We've got some sort of black transparent glass that just goes in. Topped with a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 tile, and they'll go sideways like that to form the basement windows. And we need to do one of these 1/3 pieces with the studs on the side, so they'll position into the bottom. And we need to do 2 of these. Let's do another one. There's our other set of windows. We've got 2 of these now. So let's bring back the house again. And so these are going to form here where we've got these tiles in. So we've got 1 studs, stick 1 in there and 1 in there, so you can see that it's giving the illusion of a basement area with some windows that you'll see poking through. Then we've got more windows, but of course facing the opposite direction, so let's just put that to the side again. It's exactly the same build, but it's in the opposite direction. Start with 1x2. Try and find all the window frames that are hiding. put some of these tanned, not tanned, but darkened, transparent glass pieces in. Top with a plate and a tile. And this time, instead of going that way, the window's going to go that way. So we just stick our 1/3 brick in that end. So we need 2 of them again. So we get another one. The basement window's on the other side. Just going to put the glass in first this time. Change it up. Stick those 2 together. Plate in the bottom. Plate in the top. Tile on the top. And then a brick in the bottom. So another 2 but facing the other way. Let's bring this back in the house. And these are going to go on this side. This time there's a slight, stick that one on there, that one on there. So here you can see we've got the basement windows now formed on either side there. Then on top we need 2 2x8 black plates, a couple of 1x2 plates, and 6 of these longer plates. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so these 2x8s are just going to go on top of the basement window. This. On that side and on this side. Let's just cover up over there. And we've got a 1x2 going in there and in this end. And then these other plates just go all the way across. Just like that. Raises everything up slightly. We've got 2 long plates. Need a 1x6 black plate. So these longer ones we just used, and these grey ones just come across the middle section here. So they won't be seen outside, so we'll just use these black plates to cover up this front area here. So we've just built up some plates all the way around now. Then we're getting quite colourful, so these probably won't be seen on the outside, but we need 2 2x4s in red, 1 1x2 in orange. We need a 2x3 in green, 2x6 in orange, 4 1x8s in yellow, and we need 4 of these in white. And these are going to go really on internally across this sort of structure here. Just slide it over a bit. So these bright colours won't really be seen outside. So put 2 of these yellow pieces in there, followed by 2 white colours mixed up. Run these white plates all the way across. Then a yellow one comes across here. Another one across there. 1x2 there. Just like that. Very colourful. Now we're just going to start sort of cladding this up with the floor. So we get lots of these large tan plates. We need 5 of these. 5 of those and 2 1x6 in the same colour, and then 3 studs from the end. We put this 1x6, same on both ends, and then across here we're just going to stick these plates to form the floor for the house. right the way across. So I'm covering all that up now, so you can see. Then we need to do the front bit, which there's a bit more detail to this one. So we need two 2x6s, need two 1x3s, one 2x8 I think, and then we've got 4 of these corner plates, and that's it. So moving over to here, we put a 2x6 across there, 1x3 there like that, 1x3 on this side as well, along with the 2x6, and the longer 2x8 goes next to that on this side. And then round here we're going to put these corner plates, give us a big circle around this first rod that comes out like that. Then we need 3 more large plates. We've got one of these 2x4s with the holes in the middle. We've got 2 1x4. Got lots. Two 2x4 plates in tan, and one of the longer. Can't see. There it is. Longer 2x8 I think. So now we're going to fill in the rest of this space. So here we put one of these larger plates and another one, then 2x8, then we've got a 1x, drop it, we've got a 2x4 just to go on that side and on this side, and then 1x4 goes on there. So we stick this Technic plate with the hole in the middle through there, finish with that, and then finish with this one. So there we go. Now we've got all the flooring done, so we've got a nice hole here for whatever's going to go in that space and this one, and you rotate these and they still work. So that's that. Moving on, we need 3 more of these Technic plates with the holes in, 2x4s. Which we're just going to stick on top of each other to build up into a brick. And that actually just goes on top of this with the rod through the middle piece. So we've built that up like so. And then we need to fill 2 1x4s, 6 2x2 tiles, 6 4 2x3s, 2 1x4s, and that's it. So now we're just going to fill up where we've got these gaps in the front here. We're going to fill these up with tiles by the look of it. So we've got 2x3 each end, followed by a 1x4 tile, followed by a 2x2. Doesn't want to go in. Then another 2x2. Wondering to myself whether this is actually going to be the back of the house, and this is why it'll open up from this way, or maybe it's the back. Let's find out. 2x3, then finish off with 2x2 there, and then in the middle here we just put a couple of 1x4 plates. So there we go. That's that bit for the house now. Let's put that to the side because we're going to build the sort of front section where all the snow and the steps are. It's kind of like a little separate thing that you build to connect. Start with a 6x6 white plate, then a 1x4 with the Technic holes in. Then we get 2 blue bricks and make this sort of step approach in the front. Then extend that with 2x6s in grey, coming out either side. Then we have these large white wedge pieces which will connect. You can see the snow effect for the front there. Then either side of that we have these long black bricks. Either end of those black bricks we put 2 blue bricks. We've got that kind of look going on. Then next to these blue bricks we put these tan 2x6 bricks just in front to extend the grey ones. Then we've got 2 macaroni bricks just to curve off this front section like so. Then we'll need 2 of these 4x6 plates, 2 of these curved plates, 2 1x2 plates. And we put the curved bricks above these macaroni bricks that we just stuck on. And from that 4x6s, then the 1x2s go into this gap, leaving just one black stud showing over there. Then we have 2 of these white curved bricks. We have 1 of these or 2 of these dark orange bricks. Actually 1 of those in 3, 1 in 1x2, 2 white tooth piece, and a 2x6 in grey. So 2x6 in grey goes in the middle there, surrounded by these curved white bricks. Then sort of on the front step, the 1x2 with the tooth piece to make it look like snow's melting. We've got an icicle, and then a 1x3. So it's kind of how the front's kind of looking there. Then we need 2 2x4 bricks, a couple of these dark bricks again, and a tooth brick. And this time we put these 2x4s up there to make another step. But this time we put the 1x3 on this side with the icicle or the snow drop in the middle, and then the 1x2. So we've got a sort of staggered appearance up these steps. Then of course there was a little small wall outside either side of the steps. So we've got these now brown masonry bricks. So we put 2 of those together, and we'll stick a jumper white tile on top. So we need 2 of those. They just go either side of the step, and then we get another 2, but we'll just put a white tile 1x2 on top. Show some snow is on top of the wall. So we've got something looking like this. Then just in front we need a white cheese piece, so some sort of indication that snow's resting against the wall. And that's, just make sure my tiles are pushed down, pop it up. That's kind of that front bit there. Then we get a 2x3 in white, put one of these red Technic bricks on, and a tan brick in front. We do that twice. And these connect on the ends just to extend this even, make it even wider, like that. Not quite finished yet. We then add these curved plates to the floor area, so even longer, with some snow resting around there. Then a 1x3 plate in whites, and we have a macaroni finishing it off to give it that curved look. So this is our front section. So it's quite wide, snowy, and we'll bring back in the house. Of course, we've got these Technic pins already in place, and so, as if by magic, if we connect these in, there you go. Now we've got the front sort of entranceway coming together for the house. Still got some gaps here, so we're just going to fill these up with some more white plates, so you can see it's all snowy outside. So curved plate goes in either end, and the 2x4 on there. That's the end of bag 3. So now we've got the whole front entranceway, and we've raised up the house and the floor. So you can see there's the bottom frame that we made earlier with the mechanism. Here's the floor, and then we've got the front entranceway created now. So we're going to open bag 4, and in bag 4 we're going to start building some of the rooms. So this corner here we're going to start building out with not too much detail, but we'll start building the walls up, I think, by the look of it. We need 6 1x4s in reddish brown, 4, 6, got 2 1x2 masonry bricks in reddish brown, and a 1x1. So we start over this side with a 1x4, 2 masonry bricks go together, another 1x4. It's essentially 1x4s all the way around here, and then the 1x1 goes on the ends. So there's the corner of the house coming together. And just slide that to the side, because it looks like we actually built some of the walls, which is a standalone thing. So we got a 1x8 wedge brown plate, and we stick a 1x1 brick on the end. Then we get 2 1x4 reddish brown bricks, and coming off that we'll have a 1x3 plate facing inwards to give us this corner look. 1x4 coming off there, and a 1x2 underneath to level it off. Then on top we have a masonry brick, 1x4 brick, another masonry brick, 1x3, and then a masonry brick. So it's building up. Then we have a corner brick, so it goes into the corner. Masonry brick on one side and a 1x1 with a 1x4 and a 1x3, just normal brick coming off that like this. Then a couple of masonry bricks, a 1x4, 1x1 in the corner, and another 1x4 after that. Then we continue to build the wall up, and we have another corner brick, masonry brick, 1x4, and a 1x1. Like that. So there's the brick corner that we've built up there, and then we need to put some plates on the top. So we've got a 1x8 plate and a 1x3 goes across the top. And then if we bring the house back in, we just connect this corner now, of course, to the corner, just in there like that. So we've got this looking in the corner. And then what we do is put that to the side again. We're going to build a 3x3 window up. So we start with a 1x6 plate, and then we need 9 white window frames. And then you stick all the glass into those. So you stick all these 9 pieces of glass into the windows. A lot of windows in this. And then we just do a 3x3 sort of window grid on here. To make something like this. We've got that, and then we put a longer plate, looks like a 1x8 on top here. Like this, bring back in our corner, and then that just connects. We've got these 2 studs sticking out here as well, so just push that into position, so we've ended up with a corner window over there. And we've got to do another window, so I'm just going to put that to the side again. We've got 1x8 plates, then we need another 9 windows, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Again, stick the glass into all of these again. And one more. So then again, another 3x3 window grid. Starting from this side. What's up for that? Then we've got a masonry brick on the side, and we have 1x2x2. Another masonry brick, another one of these bricks. So we build up something that looks like that, and if we bring back in our wall and we stick that over here, and on top again we can stick a 1x8 plate just to connect it up. So now we've got 2 windows in the corner. Now we need to build a bit more of the bricks up here, so we've got a 1x4 masonry brick, a 1x4, just built that up in the corner. I'll stick that to the side because now we're going to build a bit of an internal wall up, I think, and we'll need a sticker in a second. So we'll start with a 1x4 in white and a 1x1, another 1x4 there, 1x1, 1x4 dark orange, this. sort of Erling bricks. 1x2, 1x4, oh, and a 1x1. And on this side we'll put a little air vent. This is going to be on the outside, I think. There, and then on this side we're going to have a picture. Just going to cover that up. Something like that. Is it a bit lower than that? So let's cover the crown up. It's going to be about there, I suppose. And this is a family portrait, so sticker 19. Stick that on like that, and then bring back the setting. This then just goes over there in that corner, so we've got a kind of a picture scene there, and then kind of an external vent, because I think the house goes inwards, but maybe that's, we'll find out. Let's end at bag 4. So we're going to do bag 5. We're going to see a bit of a staircase coming up in bag 5, and a bit more detail over on this area of the set, and build the rest of the wall out. So let's get bag number 5. Stick the house to the side because we're just going to build some walls again. Set please. We'll start with a 1x3, 1x2 on that. Lay a 1x6 plate off of there. Then we've got 2 1x4s. Stick to the plate. And then to cover that up, there's a 1x3 that just sticks onto there. Something like this. And a 1x4. Skip 2 studs. Another 1x3 we want. And then a masonry brick on the end. Another 1x3. Masonry brick. Masonry brick, and a masonry brick. Like this. Then we get a 1x4 plate, and stick a 1x1 at one end. 1x3 sticking outwards, and a 1x2 underneath, another 1x4 on top. So we create something like this, and then that sticks onto this side, and on the other side is a 1x3 and another masonry brick. Like that. Then a 1x4, masonry brick, and a 1x3. Now we need to put windows in this gap here, so we get 2 window frames, stick them together, stick the glass in. It goes into there like that. Then on top we put a 1x4. masonry brick 1x3, and then I think this is going to be the bit of a mechanism to connect the section to the house. So we need a 1x2 Technic brick with a hole in the middle, 1x2 plate, we need a rod, or pin, sorry, we need one of those ball ends like that, so plate on like that, pin through the hole like this, and then we'll stick this on the end, and that goes onto the end like that. So we've got this little ball area there.
Then you know it's Christmas. Snow starts to fall.
And then if we bring back, no, there's more. Now this side we need a 1x3, 1x1 Technic hole in, 1x1 plates, need a grey Technic pin, and a normal 1x1. Can't see, there it is. There's a 1x1. So the 1x1 goes on first, then 1x1 Technic hole with a hole in and a Technic pin goes in next, 1x3, and a 1x1 plate on that end to give that some level. Then if we bring the house back in, this goes across this back section here. Load up with something like this going across the back. We've got this pin that goes in and out here to do something, I'm sure will be explained. Then we're going to start building the stairs up, which is going to go sort of here, which is why we've probably got this plate in there. So to do the stairs, we've got two white arch pieces. We've got a 2x6 in white and a 2x3 in white. And the 2x6 in white actually just comes across here with the 2x3. So it's not to do with the stairs on that side. But this piece is here, so it goes up to there. Other side of this plate that we've stuck in. So we've got the steps going up, starting, and then we've got these in over this side. Then we want 4 1x3s in whites, bricks, 3, 4, and a 1x6 in white. And the 1x6 in white comes over here, goes with the 1x3. One of these goes at the bottom of these arches, and the other two go at the top here, where we had the plate sticking out. So we've got that forming there now. Then we want 5 2x3s. For 5, we have a chute. We've got a transparent blue 1x1 round, pink flower, and these blue half pieces, a red jumper tile, 1x2 black, blue. I think that's it. So then the 5 2x3s are going to go on the steps here. So one at the bottom. Right up to the top. At the top we put this blue 1x2 plate. Building the little side table here, which is going to go down in the front of the window down here. So what we've ended up with is we've got the steps up with the 2x3s, we've stuck with the blue plate at the top, and then we've got the windowsill here with flowers sticking on, just like that. Then to continue the stairs up, we've got 2 1x4 in whites and 2 1x3s in dark orange, a couple of plates on top of that, a 1x1 plate and a 2x6 in white, and then that connects here across, so giving us a landing space above the flower that we just stuck in there. So that's where the flower was that we just stuck in, and now we've got this little landing coming across the staircase. And we're going to put some carpet down now. So we've got this red 2x3 tile. Carpet's going to be red all the way up the stairs, so all these 1x3 tiles go up steps. And on the landing we put a 2x3 and another 2x3. Then over on this side, which I'm still not sure what it is totally yet, we've got, we have, I'll get it right, 2 1x4 in green and a 1x3 in green. So on this bottom one, and then at the end of each of those we'll put some red tiles. Then on the floor there's some curved quarter tiles in red. So we've ended up with sort of a red staircase, and then this thing here, whatever this is going to be, I don't know yet, with some green and red on. But the landing's got some red tiles on the top. Just put that to the side a second. So we need this piece here. Put a 2x3 plate in the bottom and a 1x3 plate underneath into there. Use another blue 1x2 and one of these bracket pieces here with the studs on the side, 2x2 and a 2x2 red there like that. Off this side here we'll put one of these arch pieces, then a 1x3, and we'll stick a 1x1 into here as well. Then off here we put a reddish brown 2x3, and then we have this tile on top for the carpet. On these studs here we'll put one of these angle grill pieces in white like that as well. And if we bring this model back in, that then connects over here to give us sort of another twist of the staircase, I guess, like this, coming round. Then we need to build some supports, I think. So got 2 white bricks together, 1x1s. 2 of these 1 3/4 with studs on the side, and then we'll stick a white 1x8, no, 1x6 of it. 3 of them. 3 of those together, and then a 1x8. So that's 1, and then in the model here, that goes on there. Then we build another shorter one over this side, where we just get 3 of these bricks. Stick a 1x8 tile on, and then stick that onto 2 1x1s which are already there. Then we snap 2 1x6s plates together. Get a 1x3 plate and another 1x6 plate. Snapped all up, and this is going to fill in the gap we've got over here to level it off. So we've ended up with these supports here, and we've filled in the gap that was across the back there like that. Then we get 2 1x3s in dark orange. 3. And we're filling the hole here just to continue this wall up. And then across to connect these pieces, which I have put it in slightly in the wrong position. It's one more over. We'll stick one of these 1x8s with a groove on to go across here. So it's looking like this now. Stick that to the side again. Get a 4x4, put 1x3 on, and a 2x3. Stick a 2x3 tile on there and on this side with a 1x3, so the continuation of the carpet up in the hallway. And as we've got this overhang here, we just stick a 1x3 to level that off. Over here we get a 1x8 and we get a 1x4 to level that off. And if we bring this back in again, what we've just created then goes across here to continue the staircase up. As it winds round, it goes up the top here. So now we've got something. Just push this in properly because it's not in properly. So now you can see we've got this support going around there, and the staircase flies up, swings round. Handy technique to know. Then we're going to build another wall. So 1x4 image brown, 1x2 on it, plate, 1x3 plate off that, and then we'll make it curve, corner of it, so put 1x3 there, level it off with a 1x2. Then we'll just build it up, 1x3, 1x4, masonry brick, another masonry brick, and a 1x3, 1x4 and a 1x3 like that. Continue to build it up again, so masonry brick, 1x3, 1x4 normal brick, and a normal 1x3. Then we do need a Technic brick with a hole in it, 1x1, and a Technic pin which goes into the corner, and that's flanked by a masonry brick and another 2 masonry bricks all the way round. Then just for some added support, we've got a corner 2x2 plate that just goes on like that. So we've created something like this. And if we bring the house back in, either side of this corner is where we're going to stick this corner. So just push that into position over there now. So building up this side. Next up we're going to build a bit more of this section and then connect this area over here. So start with a 1x6 in dark orange and put a 1x1 on the end. Then a 1x3, 1x6, and another 1x3 and another 1x1. Give us this piece like that. And that actually sticks all the way across this middle section here with the one stud left on the end, and then we're going to build across here now where we've got this gap, so we need a longer piece like this, and then 2 1x3s, I think. Yeah. middle, and then we've got 1x4 either end of that, so we end up with a shape like this, and this is just going to hopefully connect across this hole we've got here. So now we've got this kind of hole formed. We'll just raise that area up there with some plates. Of course, need to build some more windows, so get a 1x4, 1x6 plate, and then another 1x4. Then we need 9 windows. 5, 6, 7, 9. Stick the glass in. So a 3x3 window again. Something looking like this, and then we need a 1x3 plate on top here, and a 1x6 coming off on this side, and then bring back in the house, and that's going to connect over this side like so. So now we've got this sort of room forming over here, and you can see on the outside again there. Then we need 4 1x4s, a couple of masonry bricks, and we're just going to build up a bit more this side here. 1x4 masonry brick and a 1x4, and then in the middle here we're looking for 1x4 masonry brick and another 1x4. So kind of just raise the walls up a bit there, so they're sort of kind of all the same level on this side. And that is it for bag 5. Bag 6, we've actually got Kevin in this bag, so we get to build him, and it looks like he's got a bit of a sleigh to build outside as well. So just put the house to the side a second, open bag 6. Also gets us to build some of the internal detail as well, I think. So we'll build some of, I think, the Christmas tree that goes around, the train track that goes around that. So Kevin, of course, has got the short minifigure legs, but he does have his red jumper printed on the front and on the back, gives that pattern. He's wearing a scarf. We've got the minifigure scarf piece here. A smiley face. He's got a smiley face, and he's got a scary face. Obviously, where he was screaming in the mirror after he shaved. So we'll put the smiley face on front waist for now. You do have an option. So here you can either have him with just the sort of woolly hat on, which I'll put on here. Can I put these woolly hats on? He's got this woolly hat that he's outside when he was skiing or skating. You do also have a hair piece, so you can put a blonde kind of hair on. And he also has in here, we've got a bowl with some chocolate ice cream and a spoon. So instead of positioning him. I wonder if you can stick that inside the bowl. You can never stick them in, can you? You can position him eating ice cream instead if you'd rather. So you've got the option there. You can position him with this ice cream and a spoon. I'm not going to do that for this one, but I'll stick that to the side with the hat, police hat that we had earlier. And I'm just going to have him positioned as if he was skiing, not skiing, was it sledding or being outside. So let's build the sled then. So you start with a 1x2 dark orange, tan 1x2 with studs on the side, and one of these dark orange ones with lots of studs in. Then we'll stick two of these curved pieces in dark orange to give us that front sleigh kind of look. And then where these studs are showing out, we'll just put a 1x2 tile to smooth it out. Then on the back here, so he's got something to lean on, put one of these handle pieces, and that's the sleigh. So you can position him sitting on these studs here if you wish. So that's him sledding outside of the house. It's a nice little mini build. And what it does actually do is if you bring back in the house. If you remember, I was a bit curious as to why we've got this sort of pin out there, and what it is actually you can position him up here on his sled at the stairs, and you can push him down like that. So that's one thing from the film, where he's sledding out of the house, down the stairs, out the front door. You can do that with that mechanism at the top, which is a nice touch. And that's probably why they've got those wedge pieces there to keep him in position, and down he goes. Not always successfully, but it's a nice touch. So then we're going to build up mainly in this section, sort of around this area here where the Christmas tree is going to go around here, and we'll have some of the areas in the lounge. So to start off with, we'll put two of these double jumper tiles right in the corner. So there's 1 and 2. Then we've got these quarter grey tiles there. Should have a 1x4 grey tile then, just in front of that, and then another corner tile just at the end, if I can get it. There we go. So we've kind of got this little section in there. We then have a 2x2 round which goes around there, I think, sort of slap bang in the middle of the window, and we get a 2x2 tan brick here, and we stick that onto a little rod that's sticking up there. Then we fill up this hole we've got in the middle here with one of these 6x6 kind of round pieces. Actually wants to kind of go on like that, and of course it's slightly raised, but what we're going to put round this is actually a train track, so a printed tile here with the train track on. It goes all the way around the tree, what will be the base of the tree eventually, like that. And this middle bit will spin round, so we can spin that with that side mechanism that we built earlier. So that looks cool. So I'll put that to the side a second, because we're going to build what looks like a fireplace. So you get 2x8. Stick two of these 1x1 rounds with a hole in the middle, and either end we'll put a 2x2 plate in here. Then we put a 1x2 plate at the back on top of these 2x2s, and in the middle, on top of the black 1x1 rounds, we put these trans orange cone pieces. Then we'll stick a 1x2 white brick on the side, and in the cone we'll stick 2 flame pieces. So we're kind of building something that looks like this. Then we get 2 1x2 Technic bricks and then we get two of these pieces here, which are unusual. I'm not sure what we use that for. And then you just stick those into that, and then stick that onto either side of the fire to give us sort of the fireplace. It's going to be a nice little detail of the fireplace. That's cool. So you can see that's how the fireplace is looking now. Then in front of the fire we're going to put sort of a guardrail of this gold fence piece. While we're there, we'll put another 1x2 plate on either side of the fire just to raise it up a bit. Then we'll put an arch across the fireplace, and we'll have two 1x1s with squirrels coming off in front. So it's looking like this now. It's quite cool. Then we put 1x4 plate in the middle, and then two corner plates coming off either end of the fireplace. There's one, the other one's hiding under here. There's got a bit of a mantle going on around the top of the fireplace. Then just to raise it up a little bit more, inside we put a 1x2 and a 1x4 to raise that middle section up a bit. And then either ends we'll put a 1x2 with a clip on the end. I guess we can probably hang something off of, like this. Then across this we then stick one of these pieces with the lip on. That's really cool, that. It's a nice little build, that one. And then we have a rod piece here which goes into the clips that we had earlier. Let's just clip that into position there. In either end we take a 1x1 and a slope side piece that goes onto the end, that end, and do the same for the other ends. Like that. Then in the middle put a 1x4 brick, and in the middle of that put a 1x2 plate like this. Then another 1x2 but a Technic one, and we'll put a Technic pin with a stud on into the middle of that, like so. Another side here, put 1x1 brick, oh nearly, slippy, 1x1 like that, and then just to curve it off we've got one of these curved pieces that goes on onto like that. How grand this is. Then of course what we're going to put here is a Christmas wreath, so we get a 2x2 green piece and we'll stick a red flower into the middle here. Probably easier said than done, but we should have put it on before I stuck it onto the pin. Like that. So we've got a bit of a Christmas wreath sticking above the fireplace. How cool is that? But we're not done. We're going to do some stockings now hanging from this bar. So to do the stockings we get a 1x1 with a clip on in red. We've got a 1x2 in green, and then another 1x2 in sort of plate, and we do that sort of effect there to do a stocking. So we do two of those. There's our second stocking, and then we hang them above the fireplace like so. So that looks quite cool. And then bring back the house back in, and that's going to go into this corner over here where we just stuck all those jumpers earlier. Stick those in there, and then there's our fireplace in the corner, which is cool. So let's continue on building more detail inside this room now. So 1x4 in white, and then a pink 1x6 with studs on the front. We've got a purple 1x4 modified tile, just 2 studs on. Then in the front here we'll stick 2 jumpers in pearl gold, make it look like drawers, I guess. Take one of these 1x1 bracket pieces and we'll stick in a sort of bright magenta and blue plate and tile. Stick that one in. Make it look like there's some books or something stacked up. We've got a micro figure in gold, and then we've got a nice shoot here with a red flower that we can stick into the middle. So make it look like there's some flowers and some knickknacks on the side here. That comes, think about this in again, and that goes on the side here in front of this window. So just added that over there into that window there. It's the fireplace, and while we're here with the fireplace we get a golden toad and a 1x1 plate, and that's another ornament which just looks like it rests up here, so we're not going to stick that down, so it may move, so it's going to stick up there. And then we're just going to put some detail here of some Christmas presents by the look of it. So we do take a red 1x2, a white 1x2, and a jumper in red. Then we'll stick a red flower piece on top, like a bow. So that's a Christmas present on the floor, which kind of goes about there on the floor. Then have a random 1x1 trans red. A little roller skate which looks like a car, which is just going to stick on the floor. There's a blue one as well, roller skate in blue, another car on the floor. And then a nice little touch, they've put a 2x2 plate and a 2x2 tile in black, but we actually stick a sticker on top which is of this actual Lego set, in front of this Lego set. So the Lego set is within the Lego set as a Christmas present. So we've got the little Lego set there, and that just sticks onto the floor. And there's another yellow piece here, and then what's that there? We have a white ball which just goes on top over there. So have I got everything? I think I've got everything. So now we've got a bit of a Christmas scene going on down here. Got some Christmas presents hanging out. We've put this ball over the top here. Ornament on top of the fireplace. Making it look very Christmassy now. Now we're going to build the train that's going to go round the train track, round our Christmas tree. So start with this sort of bracket piece. Okay. 2x2 plate on there. 1x2 with handles on in black either side. Then we'll take a 1x2 in green, stick that underneath. Get a 2x4 here, and we're going to stick on this basketball player, which if you remember from the film, Kevin pretends there's a party going on, has the train driving around with cutouts on. So here's our cutout of a basketball player that's being dragged around the train. Then we get a 1x2, put a clip on one end. Bracket piece, building the engine itself now. And red. We'll use the roller skates for the train. And then we just clip that to the front, so it looks like there's a little train pulling it along at the front. And then we have a little carriage at the back. Same thing again, clip and the bracket. 1x2 green, and then a roller skate going on there. It's clips at the back, so we've got this little train that's going to go round the Christmas tree. If you bring that in, and we use the bracket stuck to the plate underneath, and then that will spin round, he says, hopefully. Just make sure it goes all the way around. There we go. So that's going to be spinning around our Christmas tree when it's up and running. That's cool. Now we build the Christmas tree. So start with a 1x4, put an inverted piece there, a longer inverted piece, and shorter one and a longer one. 2x2 plate in the middle there, and then we'll put some of these yellow 1x1 brown transparent pieces in. A couple of red ones. Do another level, same principle again. Put some more of these pieces on to colourful it up, if that's such a word. And we've just got the shorter ones, inverted ones there, and this time I put a 2x2 round on top to connect it all together, and then we just stick some more baubles or lights on to the Christmas tree. Then we stick a cone, a green cone into the middle at the top. Ooh, on a flower actually, it's a green flower piece. Goes into the middle. I've got two sort of turtle doves. This is a nod to the second one in New York, where he gets the two turtle doves. Seeing on there like that. Then into the cone at the top we put one of these big lollipop stick pieces, and we've got a gold star piece, and that just slots in into the top. So there's our Christmas tree, turtle doves, and the star at the top. And then it doesn't go in the middle, that actually goes onto this black stud we stuck in earlier, so it goes in front of the Christmas tree. There's me thinking it was going to go in the middle of the train. So there's our Christmas scene in the lounge, and you'll see if I can do it without dropping everything. As we rotate that side wheel, we've got the train going round like that in front of the fire. Of course, the detail of the Christmas set. There's loads of extra bits left over for this part of the build, so you could probably add some more mischief and mayhem in here if you wanted to. Add a bit more colour. Just put all these spare parts away. Then we're on to bag 7. And in this bag we're actually going to build the entranceway, so the sort of famous front door. So we're going to build all this section out here in the middle. So all this part here is going to be built out, and we'll have the front door. So 7. see if we can try to get to the end of bag 10 today. It's probably do for about another hour or so. And then see how far we get with that. Again, just hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, just to be notified of when I go live for the next stream of this, because at the moment it may be next Sunday or it may be slightly later in that week. Right, so to start off with, we're going to need a 2x8 and 1x4 tile, which we're going to stick a sticker on in a second as well. We need a 2x2, couple of quarter tiles in red, 2 1x2s, one for macaronis, another 1x2 in white, which is there. And on this piece here, we're going to stick this black 1x4, and actually there's a sticker 30, which is kind of this metallic on this, printed on this metallic, and it has M on it from McCallister. Got their family mat or something. Get into their house, so we start off with that, and if we think back in our space here, that's going to just go in front here of this step. It's like it's snowing again on the step with the end there, and then on this entranceway here we're going to stick sort of a welcome space. Start with a 2x2 tile, got a 1x2 either side of that, like so. Put one of these macaroni pieces here, and then in the middle just put these quarter tiles. So as the entranceway as you come in, you've got a bit of a decoration there. Then we need 6 of these pieces. 4. Need this long piece as well. 5, 6. And we need another long one, like this. So you start off, we build 3 of these pieces together, and then stick on one on that side, another 3 on the other side. On the other side we put this 1x1 first, then we stick that piece in, and we stick the other 1x1 in there. So entranceway is kind of looking like this at the moment. Then we've got a couple more pillars here like we did on this side earlier. So you remember the pillars were a couple of 1x1s, and then 3 of these 1x1 by 1 3/4 with studs on the side. Try to straighten it off a little bit, and then put a 1x8 tile on that side, and then that goes in this corner over here. Like I've put the little blue car in slightly wrong position. Let's just move it slightly over, and then we do another one, which is 2 1x1 plates stuck together, and then just 2 of these 1x1 3/4 bricks, and that's still with a 1x8 tile. And then this time that sticks on top of these pieces we just stuck on. So we've added a couple of these pillars either side like we did on the other side there. And then we want 5 1x2s in dark orange stuck together. 3, 4, 5, and then that just goes over here to level that off. So kind of got this entranceway done. Then over here we've got to connect these 2 pillars that we just made. So we need one of these groove pieces, 1x8s with a groove on. Stick another 1x1 on 1x8 on top of that. Oh, 2 of those in fact. and just connect those two together to make the archway. Then we've got a random jumper with a flower on, green and a lilac flower, and that sits on top here. So there you go, got a bit of an archway, and we've added the flower there. Don't really remember the flower bit. We've got to build some more pillars up over this side now, so one of these pieces, a couple of 1x2 plates, longer piece, and a 1x1 tile in white. So we do two of these, sticks either side of this doorway. So a couple like that. And the 1x1 in white at the front again, and stick that on the other side. So that's how the doorways are forming along like that now. Then on this side here we've got to stick a couple more of these dark orange plates that we built earlier. So you get 1x6 dark orange, 1x1, 1x3, a 1x6, 1x3 underneath, and a 1x1. This just goes across over this side, like we did on the other. Then at the front here, we've got a corner plate and a 1x2 stuck on top of each other, facing opposite directions. Just goes on like that. So this is kind of what we've got so far. Then we're going to need to do a few more plates, tiles going along the top here, just to smooth it off. So got a 1x8 black plate there, tile there, 1x4 modified. That's a 1x3, 1x1, another 1x8. 1x8 again here in black, same on this side. So that's all of that now tiled up. We'll just put that to the side a second because we're going to build the front door now. It's a separate thing. So we take one of these and a 2x2 in green. One of these pieces on like that. Then we'll stick that through the window piece like this, and then to pin it to the door, stick one of those through that side, and those through this side. So now on this side it looks like we've got a wreath stuck to the door, and we'll stick a red flower into there and a nice red jewel into the door handle. Now that into the door frame. Like that. Stick a 1x6 plate in white underneath. And then either side of that we're going to stick a couple of 1x1s. Like this. Then we've got clear one by one, so we'll stick 3 of those on top of each other either side, and we'll top with a 1 by 1 in. It's a transparent one, a white one, transparent one, white 1 by 1, transparent, and a white 1 by 1. So in between each of the transparent ones we'll stick a white 1 by 1, so we'll do the same on the other side. For the side windows. So that's all the same level there, and then we'll put another 1 by 6 plate all the way across. Ooh, he says as he snaps it. Try that again. Just like that. Then we have a curved piece goes above the door, and then a arch that goes above that in brown. So there's a kind of front door for me. And if we bring back in our front area here, then this is going to connect into the front like that. So there's our front door now in position with the wreath on front. Looking good. We've got to build more of the front out here, so see if you can see it. We're going to stick one of these pieces to an arch piece in white, and then in the gap we'll have an inverted piece going in the opposite direction, so we'll end up with something like that. And then that goes at the front bit there, and we'll do the same for the other side. In the opposite direction, and that goes on the front like that. So we've got this kind of pillar going on now over the front of the door. And those got to do with the little front bit for that, so we get a 2 by 4 1 by 3 tile, connect that to a 2 by 6 to do this sort of black tiling going on. Stick that in the middle, and that's 1 by 3 and white tiles going down like that. Stick a 2 by 2 in the middle, and then we've got these big curved pieces that just go over like this, and then underneath here we're going to stick 2 1 by 1 rounds with holes in the middle and a little yellow jewel that's going to sort of form a little porch light there. Bring back in our house, and then this, which I've just realised I've got loads of stuff left over, so I've missed something somewhere. Got these, let's put those two together. And that like that. Then we'll just connect the front archway like that. So there's the front of the house now, all connected up. Looks like that on the, as you go in through the front door. So that's pretty cool. So that's the end of bag 7. Bag 8, what we're going to do now is going to be looking at the other side of the house. So we're building out the dining room on that side, internal detail. So all of this side of the house here is just going to be the dining room. So we'll do that next. So it's open bag 8. So we're going to start with building the fan mechanism here. 2x2 and 2 panels go together like this. Then on top we've got a 2x2 jumper, and we put a 2x2 round on top there. Meanwhile we'll take one of these gold 1x1 rounds in one of these pieces here, stick that into one of these bowl pop pieces, goes onto a lollipop stick, and then there is a little fan piece. So we've got a little fan there, and that sticks into the top of this like so. We've got a little fan piece, which is I suppose where the feathers get blown onto the bandits when they try to burgle, and that will go over here into the far corner like so. Put that to the side again. We're going to build a bit of a grandfather clock next. So 2x4, and then we need a 1x2. It's a tile, not a plate, goes in the front there. Then we put 3 1x2 bricks together. And the last one has a clip on it, goes up in the middle, and then either side we've got some of these dark orange blob pieces, 3 on each side. Ooh. 2, 3, and of course put a pendulum in the clock, so we have a lollipop kind of piece there. Now we'll stick a gold 1x1 rounds into the middle there. So there's our pendulum, 2x4 on top here, like this, put it upside down. And then each corner we'll put one of these 1x1 rounds with holes in. Little legs for the clock. And then on top of the gold ones we'll put some reddish brown ones. Put that back round, a bit 2x2 modified. 2 studs on top, and then 2 log reddish brown pieces on the side of that. And then we have to stick this clock face, which isn't printed sadly. There's another sticker. And then we need it to sure I get the numbers in the right position. So I'll stick that into the middle of the clock like that. Put another 2 log pieces either side. Then another 2x4 plate, another modified 2x2. Curved brick, curved pieces, and a couple of gold pieces on top. It's our grandfather clock. So if we bring this back in, this grandfather clock is going to be positioned next to over in this corner this time. So you can see it's kind of got the fan on that side, and then we pop over in this corner here. Now we'll bring the house back in, because we're going to do some detail on the floor. So we need a 1x2 black plate and a 1x2 usual piece which goes on to this existing rod piece here, but then we're going to put sort of a rug kind of effects down here. So start with a 1x4 modified, put a 2x4, 3 of these in dark red. Then we've got 1x8 sticks across at the end. Then we're going to use some triangle pieces, tiles, just to give us a bit of a pattern on the rug. So it's bright red, dark red. So you put one in the wrong position and then it's really difficult to get it out. Oh. Gotcha. So putting it back in the right position now. So just continue this pattern down the rug on this side, and then we've got to continue that on the other side. And dark red. And dark red. So there's our sort of rug feature going on now in this dining area, and then we've got to build a bit more of this out here. So we get a black 2x4 with the Technic holes in. One side we put a tile around, and then the other side we've got a jumper around. Then we build up these sort of grey clutch and then 2 grey tiles, plates, and then it goes over this top piece here. So we've ended up with something there around that second rod that sticks out. And if I just put that to the side, we're going to build the table. So the table is on one of these 4x8s. We get a telescope piece, and we put a 1x1 round into each end, and then stick that into each corner. So one more. Goes on like that. Flip this over on our table here. We've got another wreath. Into the middle. Got a bit mad on the wreaths in this set. And then we've got a what looks to be like a potential pizza. Not a printed tile, but well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's macaroni cheese. Got like a macaroni cheese sticker that goes on there. Then we'll stick some candles on. And then put the flames in. like that. So we've got a table that looks like this with macaroni cheese on. So he's when he had his dinner. Then we can stick the table into position on our rug. So there's our table now. So next up we've got to make 4 chairs, and also this we're going to put a record player in. Of course, he looking around the Christmas tree. So let's just stick this on here. So we made like a record here, and if we bring back in a set quickly, this is what this piece was here. So it's going to be a record player, which will go round obviously. So we'll just stick that on there, and then we'll go build the chairs, 4 chairs. So we start with bracket piece on each of these. Put a 1x2 plate into the back to level it off. Put them over, and then each of them gets 4 gold 1x1 rounds in each corner. Three, 4. And 1 more. And then we'll stick in these teeth, like tusks, each of these to create legs for the seat. I'm not a great fan of these seats because then they never stay in where you put them. And that moving around in the set, and then on the back we just put in one of those. Those are our fashionable seats. I can get to stand up, sort of. Make sure they're all pushed in the same, slightly better. Second one. On the back, and last one. And then we'll put another back on that. So there's our 4 seats. So we bring back the house in. These are going to be positioned, and these are probably going to, of course, move around. Now if I lift the house up, unfortunately, they're going to be held in position, which is a bit of an annoyance. Hopefully you can kind of see there's the seats now all sat around the table. And there you go, one's fallen over already, and there's another one. There's going to be a constant battle keeping them together. Whoa, one of them's up. make sure that you angle these properly and it's no weight on the back. Right, so I'll kind of leave them like that for now. They'll fall over constantly now, I should think, but never mind. And then on top of the sort of record player, we stick an antennae onto the jumper tile that we had, so it looks like there's a record arm. And then on top of the record player, of course, you put a wig, so it looked like somebody was spinning around when they came to stake out the house. So to do that, we'll stick one of these mini figure heads and a wig onto sort of plinth piece like that, and then this actually sticks then on top of the record player, I think. It does, so it will spin round, so the seats will go flying here, but hopefully you'll see when I spin that round, you can see the train spinning around on that side, and then this side the record player spinning around with the head and the record player itself. So that's all working. So that's the end of bag 8 now. So I said we'll do bag 9 and bag 10, and then we'll stop for today. So this is our penultimate bag, and then this bag will see us build the front half of the house out here, this side. So we'll start off with that then. So to start us off, we get two 2x3s in this azure colour, and there's a couple of 1x2 plates to go round, and then we have a sort of a clutch 1x2 with one of those pieces on, and we top that off with a 2x3 in the same colour. Then we have a 1x2 brick, and that's flanked with 2 white bracket pieces on either side. I've no idea what this is making. Looks interesting though. Then we get a single bracket piece and a curved azure piece.
Then you know it's Christmas.
Stick that on
Snow starts
like this, and then we'll just stick that onto this bracket piece here. So we've got that facing upwards. Then on these front pieces here, we'll put these teal curved piece and another one, which always reminds me of the diner. And on top here we do the same, so another teal curved piece there and there. So we've got something looking like this. It's a chair, it's an armchair. There you go. And that, if we bring this back in our lounge area, is going to just sit here. It's an armchair that's then sort of sat around the Christmas tree with a drinks holder in it. Now I can put that back to the side again, and we're going to build the front facade out, which of course is going to be hinged, I think, so we can open it up and get access to the main house. So we start with a 1x2 plate, get another one, cross it over to make an L shape, 2x8 in reddish brown, then we'll flip it over. We've got a 1x4 plate and a 1x1. We've got a very long one that connects like this. Flip it back over. 1x1 and a 1x6. And then like that.
Snow starts to fall, and then you know it's
1 by 2 and a 1 by 1. Make this shape, and then over here a couple of tan pieces, 1 by 2 plate and 1 by 2 with a clip on there. Then over here 1 by 6 and another 1 by 6. And then a 1 by 2 on top here. Then we have got a bracket upward facing piece that goes on there and at the end. And then a single double bracket piece goes up onto that piece like this. That's what we've started with. Next up, we get this 1 by 2 by 2 and put a masonry brick and a 1 by 2 plate, another bracket and another 1 by 2 by 2, a black bracket going the other way, and a 1 by 2 plate. We've got something, lots of brackets on. Then you get another black bracket on the other side, and 1 by 1 plate and a 1 by 1 tile. And then this connects to the end of what we put there, like that. We'll put that to the side a second and we build our first set of windows. So we get 1 by 4, 1 by 2 with a lip on it, 2 of those. Then we need 6 windows, 4, 5, 6. Of course, put the window glass in. The 3 by 2 configuration of a window this time, very skinnier than the other ones. And at the top we put 2 black bracket pieces, and then bring this back in here, this frame that we're building, and that goes in the middle like that. That's the side again. Get 2 by 3. Masonry brick, 1 by 1, another masonry brick, and another 1 by 1. Two by 2, and a masonry brick, 2 by 3. And we want a 1 by 2 bracket, another 1 by 2, that sticks in there. And a corner piece and a 1 by 1. Two by 2 and a masonry brick. And then another 2 by 3, a big old pillar here, like that, and then bring back this, and that goes next to the window like that. You see we've got a bit of an indent, so it's thicker here to allow us to have the indent of the front facade of the house. Then we back to the 3 by 3 window, so we get a 1 by 6 plates, so we want 9 windows, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, put the glass in. and then build our 3x3. Then on top we've got these black bracket pieces again, like on the other windows. There's 2, and 1 more, 3. And then that connects onto this, so we've got this forming now. Now we need to build the hinge piece that connects this to the front of the house so we can open it and close it. So start with a hinge piece, 1x2, and a masonry brick. Then we swap the configuration around, and we stick another hinge on top of that, so we've got something like this which opens and closes. Then continue the 1x2 by 2, then 2 masonry bricks on this side, 2 1x2 plates, another 2 1x2 plates, and then finish off with a hinge again, like this. And on this side we've got a corner plate like that. Then if we bring this back in, this connects onto the ends like this. So we've got the hinge here that comes together, connected so far just with this corner piece. Then across the top here we'll stick a couple of 1x8 plates, reddish brown, just to secure it. And then we need a 1x2 plate here. We've got 3 bracket pieces, one there, one there, one there. It's not all together clear, there's instructions. 1x1 there, 1x2 in black here, and then a 1x3 in black there. And I think that's it for that. Then another corner piece there, and another 1x8, and another. And maybe there was just a 3 and a 2 plate on this side to level it up, and then another 1x8 going across like so. Then we're going to put some detail on the front window piece. We put a jumper tile in the middle on this window, 2 black normal tiles either side. Then on the other one we put 1 jumper tile in the middle, 1 normal tile, 1x1 on the side of those. So it looks like this. Next up, where we've got the jumper plate, we put a 1x1 in white cheese wedge facing up like that. Then over here we have a reddish brown tiles at the bottom, over there and there. And then we're doing like the shutters, so we get 2 2x8s, and then we get 16 1x2 grill pieces, and we just cover this plate in those black grill pieces. And that one goes in there, and we do the same for the other side. that side. So there we go, we've got some sort of shutters forming around the windows. Then flipping it round to like the internal view in the house, we're going to take this 2x4 here, and we've got a picture of the Empire State Building. Stick that on there like that. Then we have green 1x1 plate with a dot on, and that goes on to the bottom piece there. 1x1 and a red flower on there, and then we have a plain brown tile 2x4 going on there. Next up, we stick a gold grill piece next to this flower piece, and then we take one of these long 1x8 pieces and we decorate it with red and green Christmas decorations going down this side. Something like that. That's going to go down this corner here. Give it a bit of a Christmassy look, and then if we just put that to the side and bring the house back in again. So now we're going to just put the whole hinge here onto that there, and what we've got is where we built the house, the chair earlier, if you remember, there's a little kind of clutch piece there, and that clips into the clip that's in the wall. So when we close it, it will clip in nicely there to the front, and we can open that hopefully quite easily like that. Once it's fixed into position, obviously it won't be so wobbly. We haven't put the bricks in there yet. So that's in position. So let's put that to the side again. And now we need a 1x8 in brown. 1x2 there. Nice longer tile there. 1x8 there. So build this beam here. And just get the 1x3 to make a T shape. Stick a 1x1 on the side of that so it's levelled off. Stick that onto the end there. I'm going to cover it with some tiles in black. One by three. Turning that over. And then we've got a bracket piece. Goes on there, and then two inverted curved pieces. Just stick over the top like that. And if we look at this bracket piece again, we're going to stick another wreath. Record for number of wreaths in one set, I think. Wreath in like that. And bring the set back in. That's going to go right across here. So it's going to connect the hinge. Hopefully the hinge to the house properly. I think I've missed that. Did I miss a piece there? I did miss a piece. So underneath here we just put a corner piece and a 1x1. Missed that one, I put the bracket piece on. So now back to this piece here, it should connect properly. Now we've got enough plates, which it does, so that secures the hinge and fixes it across here now. So if we open up the front there, it's much more secure and it fits into place with the seat. So that's cool. And from a sort of front view, you would get this kind of opens up Christmassy look with another wreath on, which is cool. Now we've got a couple of black tiles just to stick onto the top here to finish the front off. Make sure it's consistent. And then one across here now. So that's all secured up now. And that's the end of bag number 9. So our final bag for today is going to finish off the same that we just did here, but for this side of the set. So by the end of today we've really finished the ground level pretty much, which is cool, because then we'll do the next stream, we can start building the next level up. So put that to the side, get bag 10 out. So with the 1x2, again, I think it's probably going to be a very similar bag to what we did last. So 2 1x2s there. We've got a 2x8 going across, flip it over. 1x4 underneath, and a 1x1 in that corner like that. Then we have a very long plate. Flip that over. A 1x1 and then a 1x6 coming off of there. This is our base. Then we need our clips to secure it into place. Do that there. 1x2 and a 1x1. Come off like this. This with a tile. Then we have a 1x2. There, and a 1x6. Like that. Then we're going to put some of these brackets in. One in there, one in here, and then the small 1x1x2 goes on inwards on that side there. Put that to the side. And these are the masonry brick. And 1x2, internal bracket, 1x2x2, and we've got the black bracket, 1x2 plate, black bracket going the other way, finish off with a 1x1. And a 1x1 tile. That's just going to stick on the end like that. Then we've got our next first set of windows, so 2x3, so we need 6 windows. Sitting on a 1x4 plate that has a couple of 1x2s with the rims on. The rail. And you just stick the glass into these windows. Stick them on as we go this time. And then we'll top that up with 2 black bracket pieces. One of and 2, and then bring this back in, same as before, stick the windows next to that pillar like that. Then we have our 2x3, our masonry brick and a 1x1, another masonry brick and another 1x1, 2x2 and a masonry brick and a 2x3. Then we'll do another hinge piece, well not hinge piece but bracket piece. Take a 1x2 bracket, another 1x2 and it goes in the corner. Then we'll surround that by a corner piece and a 1x1. And a masonry brick and a 2x2. Top it off with a 2x3, so we put that sort of pillar again that we had earlier, and of course that's because of the indent in the house, so we'll stick that in there. Allows us to have this indent on that side. Then we've got the 3x3 windows, so we start with a 1x6 and 6 windows. Stick the windows in. I've only got 6 windows, I need 9 windows. What am I doing? Another row. There's lots of windows in this. Not as many as the Daily Bugle, I guess. I wonder if anyone has actually worked out how rich the McCallisters were to own this house and send all those kids to Paris. So put these 3 brackets in black at the top, and if we bring this piece in, we'll just slot these windows into that side there like that. Now we'll build the hinge piece again like we did on the other side. One by 2 masonry brick, then alternate it all the other way. Then we need another hinge. Bring this back in and we'll just stick that on like that. So now we've got the hinge piece on this side, a couple more bits to add on here, so we get another 1x8 go across here, that's the front here. Then we have a couple of black brackets facing down. 1x2 there. 1x2 here. One by 3, and then we've got a little 1x1 on the same here at the front in brown. 1x3 there, and then a 1x2 on top. Just added a bit more structure there at the top. Then we have got to put another corner piece there, 1x8 all the way across, and another 1x8 all the way across at the top there. Then again we're going to do the detail above the window. So on this small window it's a jumper tile surrounded by two 1x1 tiles. On the larger window it's the 1x2s jumper and then tiles either side. Then we'll stick the cheese wedge in white on top of those jumper plates up from the other side. A couple of reddish brown tiles where the sort of shutters are going to go. Speaking of the shutters, let's do those now. So a 2x8 plate with lots of back grills on. Goes on one side. Same again for the other side. And that's the last one there. And then we'll just stick that to this side. So there we go. There's the shutters ready. And on the inside, similar to what we had on the other side, this time we take a 2x4, and instead of the Empire State Building we've got a picture of Paris, or the Eiffel Tower. That's where they're going to in the film, Family Off to Paris. And it goes on to this place, onto this bit there. Over on this side we'll just stick a plain 2x4 brown tile. Then we've got some more Christmas decorations on this side, so a 1x1 in green with a red flower and a 1x1 in green with just a round tile going to the bottom there. Another gold grill, so it's exactly the same as the other side. And then we'll decorate with some Christmas decorations, so a 1x8 in green, and then we'll alternate between red flowers and green dots. Like that. Just stick these in that gap there, so looking kind of Christmassy there. So then slide these over slightly and bring the house back in. Then over, of course, on this side is where our next hinge is going in, so just connect this in. It's a little trickier than the other one. And this side, because this side clipped into the sofa, this one actually clips into the record player. So there's a little clip it goes into there. I'll show you in a second. Let's just build the supporting structure beams. So 2x8, sorry, 1x8 with 1x2. Just create this beam going across here. This sort of T shape again. Make sure it's level off with a couple of 1x1s, like so. Put some black tiles on top. Flip it over. Then we've got the white bracket again for another Christmas wreath, of course. Corner plate and a 1x1 plate just to give that a bit more thickness there. Then underneath again, where you put the bracket in, we put these inverted curved pieces in. And then on here, again, it's another wreath. So I am a wreath professional now. So there we go, we've got that there, and of course this then connects into these holes being left open there. So it goes across there now as the beam, and just before that's all ready, we need to then continue the black tiles. I'll see like the rest of the set. Goes across like this, and that's that, and that is the end of this level. So now we've got both these. You can see that this opens up and this opens up, and you can see into the set, and it closes up quite nicely. And there's the front there, and from the top you can see we've got a lounge area here now with the Christmas tree. This side you've got the dining area with the macaroni cheese, and if you rotate this round, hopefully, although it says, you can see that things are spinning around based on that. So I'm pleased with that. So let's just go back to the main view for a second, and I'll show you what it looks like there. So here we go. Of course the camera's frozen. Let me just make sure that we're doing all right. There we go, hopefully. Right, so yeah, here we go, welcome back. Sorry, frozen there. This is the front of the set. So we've done bag 1 to 10. So in that we've managed to complete the downstairs level, which is looking pretty good. We've of course also completed the little van that we did in the first couple of bags, which again is also looking really good, kind of sets the set off. And we've got Kevin on his little sleigh, which you can push down the stairs if you wish out the front door. Wonder if it, let's see if it open up the front door, see if Kevin comes out. He says, cool, you have to give him a quick whack. Ugh. Push his arms up a bit. I think his arms are getting caught on the downward bit. Let's have a look. He won't go. Oh, I got stuck in the door. It kind of works. So that's a nice feature as well. So you got him stuck there as well. And then in terms of the front here, if I just bring it back a little bit, you can see that if you open it up, you can see I'll just hold it up a little bit, so you can see right into the house as well. So that's going to be the end of our stream today. I hope you enjoyed going through the ground level with me in bags 1 to 10. As I said, we'll be doing the next part next week. It may be on Sunday, or it may be on, probably not Monday, that's my birthday. It may be on Tuesday. I've got the week off from work, so I'll probably do a stream during the day. So keep an eye on that position, or that posting that I've put on for the next stream. If you haven't subscribed, do hit that subscribe button so you can be notified if it changes, or hit that reminder on the stream itself. Also, we've got the community channel now, or community part of the channel, which I'm trying to use a bit more. So if you want to add any comments and things, do feel free to communicate to me during that when we're not doing any live chats. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you've got left. And join me next time where we'll be continuing this build and hopefully building at least the next level, second level. So until then, stay safe, enjoy your weekend.